disappointed with their performance in Bangladesh. Only the one game, pretty cutthroat sort of stuff in that particular tournament, but went for over 300 runs and couldn't quite get them. There's another look at this very good wicket here in Karachi. It's a little bit of grass covering, clippings rolled into the surface. Very good to batter.
And a very good attacking field for Akram. Given that Pakistan won the toss, Australia is away courtesy of a no ball. 2 slips and a gully for the great fast bowler. Wasim Akram playing his 249th one-day international, and he starts with a no ball to get Australia off and running. Gilchrist on strike. Crowds continually coming in. Big crowd will build up throughout the day. And a wide. So Akram gives Australia the start they wanted. A no ball followed by a wide.
It's a different atmosphere for this game compared to the test matches. The one-day game in Pakistan is very popular. They've turned out in force.
That's better. Gilchrist has been employed by the Australians as the, for want of a word, the pinch hitter, I guess you would say. A classy batsman in his own right. Very good record for a man that bats down the order in first-class matches. Been used up and down the order in these one-day internationals. And he's a very clean hitter to the ball. I guess these are the pitches, Alan, where Sri Lanka with Jayasuriya and Kalawitarana really started this trend of having a player to thrash it out early. The pitch is keeping a bit low, not the extra bounce, and I guess Gilchrist feels he's got a free rein to do as he pleases.
That's exactly right, David. That's his role in the side, to bat at the top of the order and chance his arm to a certain degree. I mean, he's a good player in his own right, so play as normal cricket as possible, but he has a free rein to hit the ball over the top if he sees fit. But in these conditions, I think it's a very sound situation to attack the new ball in those first 15 overs.
A bit of a misfield, and Heart War started to go. Shoaib Akhtar, the man playing just his second one-day national at square leg. Fumble, but no run for Gilchrist to get off the mark.
Yes, a slight fumble, but no real dramas for the batsman. Decide to stay at home.
And into the gap. So Gilchrist happy with that. Gets himself away from the strike and off the mark. Australia goes to 3. Gilchrist 1. There is a no ball and a wide. Now the scene is set. Australian players and the Pakistani players, all I guess Alan would have an eye on the World Cup next year. So every one day they play between now and then is just I guess a learning curve up into the World Cup.
What you're trying to do is just get the group of players that you want to take away together. And if they can play for the previous 12 months together, leading up to that World Cup, that'll be ideal preparation. Even though the conditions are going to be slightly different, it's just good to get the right team together.
Heart War, who loves opening in one-day matches. Pretty hard to get him out of that position with that record, 11 centuries. Most of those hundreds being made as an opener. Very, very experienced. So it's a very good record. So after a couple away with deliveries first up, Wasim Akram got it right for the last few balls. So after 1 over, Australia none for 3. So Akram, what an experienced player he is, and what a star in one-day cricket he has been, both with the bat and the ball. I guess when you're given a free rein like Gilchrist, do you take on the man who is as good as he is and just try and explode yourself? Or do you treat him with the respect that he deserves? So the new bowler from the shell end is Kabir Khan, a left-arm fast-medium bowler as well. So Pakistan opting to open with the two left-arm bowlers. So good tactics when you have a right-handed and a left-handed batsman, particularly if the bowlers move them away from Adam Gilchrist, the outswing to the left-hander. So Gilchrist goes to 2. And Mark Waugh is yet to score. We're just into the second over of this match here at the National Stadium in Karachi. Crowd coming in, will be pouring in as the day develops. Only coming up to 20 minutes to 10 in the morning local time. Early start here in Pakistan because of the light this afternoon, or later this afternoon. Kabir Khan, bowling to Mark Waugh on naught. Ijaz Ahmed in the gully. In the 2 tests that Ijaz played, he made 2 centuries. Wasn't selected for the first test match in Rawalpindi and came in with a vengeance.
It's always an interesting part of the game, this first 15 overs, David. Most teams really try and attack the new ball, particularly on these good subcontinent wickets. And at the same time, you've got your best bowlers bowling with the new ball. You want to try and take some wickets to try and stem that run flow and put some pressure on the batting side. So it's always a very interesting time watching the to and fro of the different tactics from both sides.
So everybody went up, the in-swing to the right-hander, Kabir Khan's specialty, and it was a big shout.
Just watching this live, looks like it's swinging a little bit too much. It would have been a big shout from everyone. He's clearly over the front line for that delivery, but it was a big shout. And we'll never know.
Very wide, and Mark Waugh's gone after it to go to the boundary. If he'd let it go, he would have got the wide, but he elected to chase after it. The lack of bounce allowed him to do that. So Australia scores their first boundary in the second over.
Mark Waugh, fresh from 70-odd in Bangladesh, is in some pretty good touch. Reaching quite wide for that delivery, but hit it very well, timed it well, and hit the gap. So a loose delivery produces 4 runs.
Nice delivery, well played by Mark Waugh. It came in, he was going to let it go, just came in nicely, and with lovely hands and skill, he was able to get it down past the gully region.
Yes, I don't know whether this was the shot that he had in mind when the ball was halfway down the track, but as it swung back into him, Mark Waugh just adjusted his hands, let the ball hit the face of the bat and ran it down to third man.
Mark Waugh's gone to 5, Gilchrist on 2. And just the covering of the advertising hoardings blowing up in Adam Gilchrist's face, so he quite rightly pulled away. Now he's ready. The outside edge. Just sometimes get trapped with his feet on the crease, Adam Gilchrist, when the ball's just short of a length. So plenty of swing. Australia none for 11 after 2 overs. Nice Nice start by Australia. 5.5 runs per over without too much of an effort. A couple of no balls and a wide certainly helping.
Little bit of swing there for Kabir Khan. That's very good batting conditions.
So Gilchrist and Amar War, the openers for Australia. Wasim Akram for Pakistan. We haven't seen too many attempted fireworks from Gilchrist yet, showing enormous respect for Akram. That must be a difficult mental approach to your batting.
Yes, you've been sent out there to take the bowling on, and all of a sudden you find yourself facing one of the world's best fast bowlers. So it is a tough assignment.
Wide, and that's where he's strong. He's very strong square of the wicket on both sides, Adam Gilchrist, and when you can cut Wasim Akram in front of point for 4, it shows you what sort of form you're in.
Looked like this was a slower ball from Wasim Akram. Just held it back a little bit out of the back of the hand. Just rolled the fingers across it, but Adam Gilchrist picked that ball up very quickly, and as David Hook says, he's very strong in this region.
And that's the place to bowl to Gilchrist. You see, he just gets his feet sometimes caught in the same spot in the stance position. But when you give him some room, or it's very full, it's very good. Sometimes just gets caught at the crease.
Yeah, it's a good look at Wasim Akram's wrist action there. The seam very straight. Adam Gilchrist just opening the face of the bat. Ball skews off down to third man.
And lucky for Mark Waugh. And that's the trap you get yourself into as a batsman sometimes. In a 4 or 5 day game, you would have played a normal back defence, but you try to run it off the face.
Just a magnificent delivery, really. Seam straight up. Mark Waugh just catching the inside edge onto his thigh and then almost down onto the off stump.
And the other one. And they all went up. They all went ooh and ah. More in celebration of a fabulous delivery. We saw Akram here 10 days or so ago. Sensational opening spell. He's just getting himself into his work now.
Well, that's a brilliant delivery. Again, tremendous seam. Ball hits the seam and then moves away towards the slips. You'd have to be in super nick to touch that one.
And the leg side line called wide. So a bit of respite for the Australians.
This ball just coming back at Mark Waugh. You see the angle of the seam just going down the leg side. And in one-day cricket these days, anything down there is called a wide. One more to the total.
And big shout, late shout by Akram. And that is an over and a half by the champion. He's taken the most number of wickets by anybody in the one-day internationals, and that's why. Australia none for 17.
Look at the last ball of that over. Again, magnificent delivery. Pitching, this time hitting the seam and coming back at Mark Waugh. Between the gap, bat and pad. Shouts from behind the wicket and Wasim Akram. But umpire Riazuddin decides that that didn't hit anything. Super over.
Kabir Khan to Gilchrist. I think Pakistan will learn very quickly not to give Gilchrist any width, and swinging away or moving away, then seaming back into the right-hander. Well, He's in great form again, was Akram. And that's what he does well as well. He has whacked that 2 bounces over mid-wicket for 4. And he has the licence, Adam Gilchrist, but more importantly, he has the skill.
Yes, Kabir Khan just dropping this a little short. Adam Gilchrist rocks back, hits this over mid-wicket. Very powerful, but square of the wicket on both sides. Plays a lot of his cricket at the whacker, so he's quite used to anything short that bounces.
Pretty dangerous player to bowl to, Gilchrist, because he is good square of the wicket on both sides. We've already seen that this morning, but he's also a very good driver. So there isn't much margin for error for the bowlers. Adam Gilchrist played in all 23 matches that Australia played this year thus far. Playing in his 37th match. Yet to play for Australia in a test match. Quick single. And overthrows. It may go towards the fence, and brilliant piece of fielding. But no result for Pakistan. Good result for Gilchrist. He just took off with a short single, and the bowler not too pleased.
The short single, and this is poor fielding. He's entitled to have a shot at the stumps in a run-out opportunity. The Pakistanis didn't back up. And the man who made the initial mistake saves himself and his side a run.
Salam Alahi doing the work. That's Shoaib Akhtar, the young opening bowler. And in the air, that's the place to bowl. But only 2 slips. The applause to the bowler by the captain Amir Sahal, but with a wide third man and 2 slips, it went to the boundary. So action for Australia in this over.
Late swing produces the edge. One-day cricket, you don't have 3 slips. And it's cost the bowler 4 runs. Quite entitled to be disappointed there, but Adam Gilchrist is doing a tremendous job. He's raced onto 20 just from 15 balls faced, so he's doing the job he was sent out there to do.
And yet another extra for Australia, this time the leg side wide. A pretty simple decision.
Ball pushed down to the onside. Quite a wild delivery. It's what can happen when you put under pressure as an opening bowler when the batsmen are attacking you. Just striving, that's something extra.
And again. And the Australians will change the strike around as well. Just the 1 run, however. Now the umpire again having a chat to the bowler, Kabir Khan, about the running on the pitch. We discussed that throughout the test matches, but I wouldn't be too concerned if I was an umpire in a one-day game if the side bowling first has to bat second. If you want to run on the pitch, well, you're only doing some damage for your mates later in the day. And wasn't that round? It's got Mark Waugh fending at the other end now. So Australia done for 31 after 4 overs. A good start.
Another play and a miss from Mark Waugh. The ball angled across him, trying to run it down to third man. little shake of the head.
Wasim Akram continues for Pakistan. Pakistan has already bowled an extra over to the Australians. 4 wides and 2 no balls, constituting an extra 6 deliveries. So that could be very costly at the end of 100 overs to start giving extra balls and deliveries and runs to the opposition, particularly early in the match. Again, he cracks it past point for 4. And Wasim, you can't bowl there.
Well, this is a fantastic shot from Adam Gilchrist. We talked about how strong he is in this region. Short, outside the off stump, and he just gives that the full treatment. Tremendous shot.
Well, it may have looked as though Adam Gilchrist started off slowly for the Australians without doing anything extravagant. But he is in very good form now. 5 boundaries. So now the umpire organising the fieldsman. The second fieldsman to be inside the 15-metre circle for catching. Good batting. The boundary followed up by the quick single.
Umpire Salim Bader. And his mate at the other end is umpire Riaz Uddin, we saw in the 3rd Test match here in Karachi.
Well, how often do we see this? One batsman at one end making it look simple, and if Mark Waugh will be thinking, well, how come I'm getting all the good deliveries? The one that bounces, the one that goes past me, one that comes back into me. Just one of those anomalies of batting against the same bowler. Should just correct an error that I made a moment ago. The circles are measured imperially. 15 yards that dotted circle for the catching men, and 30 yards for the other circle, main circle. Not meters. And that'll please Mark Waugh. Nice and full, but as so often happens when you're struggling at the crease, there's always a brilliant piece of fielding by Yusuf Yohanna on that occasion. End of the 5th over, Australia none for 37.
Next weekend, only on Fox Sports, 3 more live games from the English Premier League.
There's the power. Oh, that is a magnificent goal. Well, it is awesome. What a marvellous goal. Is this going to be the goal for him? It is. Absolutely unstoppable.
2 a.m. Sunday, Highbury's the venue when Arsenal take on arch rivals Tottenham. George Graham makes his return to the North London derby, but this time he's wearing Spurs in the English capital's biggest game. Monday morning, Coventry Sky Blues at home to Everton. Strachan's men are beginning to feel the pressure as Everton's passable away form could prove the winner at Highfield Road. Tuesday morning, Nottingham Forest clash with local rivals Derby. The City Ground's the venue for the East Midlands Derby. Forest are looking thin on the ground as the...
And good running. The ball only went 2 or 3 metres, but it was a stroll through by both the Australians.
It's very good batting this by Mark Waugh. It's very unusual to have both batsmen going at the same time. And he realised that Adam Gilchrist is the man that's been sent out there to attack the bowling. He's done a very good job to date. So where he can, Mark Waugh will take the boundaries when he gets them, but in between that, he'll just try and give as much strike as he possibly can. to the man who's in touch, Adam Gilchrist, at the other end.
Come on, boys. Come on, everyone.
Azam Khan back into the side after some 18 months. Right-handed batsman is scheduled to come in at number 6 after Yusuf Yohanna and Mohan Khan. So just some singles coming easily, and in fact the Australians going for 2. Shoaib Akhtar, the fieldsman. So nice placement and timing. Just Mark Waugh showing that he's not being flustered, not getting upset by the good deliveries that he has faced so far.
Not a bad piece of fielding this by Shoaib Akhtar. Get him to the ball and then the jump, turn and throw. Can't stop the 2 runs to Mark Waugh.
Second man catching now is Amir Sahal at short mid-wicket to stop that punch through. Big appeal by everybody. The bowler's gone up twice, and the umpire just shakes his head.
Big shout from the bowler. The ball just coming back in at Mark Waugh. Very good shout. Maybe a little high. Another very good delivery. Another look at that shout for LB. Mark Waugh very high on the pad. By rules that the ball was going over the stumps.
And the half volley, but in the air between the 2 men. Didn't quite get it, Adam Gilchrist, but got it well enough for a boundary. So didn't quite get his weight over the ball, but the placement was there.
It's a good shot in the end, this, from Adam Gilchrist, but as David Hook said earlier, the footwork not quite as crisp as it could be. Stuck on the crease a little bit. But the result is what counts. Uppishly hit through the covers, and 4 more to the total.
Nine runs from the over so far. Australia just edging up to the half century, and we're only into the 6th over. And he tried it again, but Mark Waugh's got to hurry, got to get his skates on, and he does. So 10 runs from the over. 6 overs gone Australia, none for 47. So good call by Mark Waugh. Gilchrist just getting the inside edge, but no damage done. Gilchrist has done what he was sent out to do. 31 from 21 balls. Just didn't get the bat swing right, but a good piece of running by Mark Waugh. So Gilchrist to face Akram. Slides into him, but he does it pretty well. So Australia moves to 48 as there has been a change in the commentary position. Ramiz Raja, and with him Mike Coward.
Thank you, David. Good morning, everyone. The seductive part of the season as far as the locals are concerned. Good morning, Ramiz Raja.
Good morning. Yes, it's been a fantastic opening display of batting by these Australians. They've really played Wasim and Kabir Khan in the gaps all over the park.
Beaten outside the off stump. Wazam Akram has drawn errors on 2 occasions from Mark Waugh now outside the off stump.
This one just holding the line. Wasim Akram is so good at bowling that. Actually came back to Moeen Khan a little bit after Mark Waugh decided not to clear that one.
No ball yet again. There's been some very loose work this morning, both by Wazam Akram and Kabir Khan. You just cannot afford this form of the game to make these fundamental errors. Look at those figures on the right-hand side of your screen. They're the most telling ones.
Kabir Khan in particular has struggled with a good line. Is bowled on the off and on the on, and that is the reason why he's gone for over 30 runs in just 3 overs.
Just one shy of the 50 now, moving at a frenetic pace. Of course, when you've got this man, Mark Waugh, at the top, at the moment he's able to sit back and just watch as Gilchrist does the work.
This man has been in phenomenal touch, Gilchrist. 50 of just 6.5, that's great going. He's played more cricketing shots. Very square, very strong square of the wicket.
Plenty of excitement out there. The Pakistan flag, of course, being run around. An appeal, a confident appeal. That's the over. No wicket for 50. And just look at this marvellous crowd in. The Pakistanis have been seduced to a large degree by the one-day game, particularly after this barnstorming World Cup success in Australia. Always has tremendous support.
Wasim Akram bringing that one into the left-hander. Gilchrist a little cramped for the space there, trying to cut him. Beautiful seam there from Wasim Akram. The ball really showing how it should be delivered by a fast bowler.
And Syed Shoaib Akhtar, this explosive young man, he tends to be rather wild. He's in the very early stages, the formative stages of his career. Can bowl with tremendous pace at times. He's not the sort of bowler that you would think was particularly well suited to the limited over game at the start of his career, but it's good experience for him. He was very wild in the second test match in Peshawar. But again, he's got Wazam Akram with him in this 11, which will be a help. But this will test him, Ramiz.
Yes, I think it's a good opportunity here for Shoaib Akhtar to show his mettle in one-day cricket. He is a bowler known to take wickets, basically a strike bowler. And Pakistan in desperate situation to get a wicket here.
And right on line, just what Amir Sahel would be hoping for. Indeed, probably praying for, given the way the Australians have started. What a tough summer he's had to date so far, Amir Sohail. In his first summer leading in his own country. And it's been a summer punctuated with high drama and controversy, particularly off the ground and a bit on. Heaps in the dressing room. You've got to be resilient to lead Pakistan. It's an encouraging start from Shah Bakhtar.
Yes, he's got the spot and focus. And that is what one-day cricket is all about when it comes to bowling. You need to know the spot, the area where we want to pitch these deliveries. The margin of error is so very minimum. The way these two have batted, Shoaib Akhtar has done well really to bowl them in the right spot. The idea here is not to give any width to these players. Just try to bowl as straight as possible.
Tried to get inside it. It's a little bit too much pace for him, I think. It was on him faster than he anticipated.
It's Mark Waugh thinking to hit it over mid-wicket. It's a little late as well. Feet not in the best of position there, staying and trying to pull it across. Shoaib Akhtar a little quicker than most of these Pakistani bowlers.
Nice change of pace from Shoaib Akhtar. Showing good maturity here, the young man.
It was a very good delivery. There you see roll of the fingers of that one. Nicely bowled. This has been a good beginning from Shoaib Akhtar. He's looking good, looking very confident. That should be a great boost for Amir Sohail.
Amir Sohail having a word with him. Beautifully built young man, very strong in the shoulders. We generate so much power and thrust. Beautifully bowled. Just leaving him a trifle. He's really challenging Mark Waugh here. It's a good contest.
Waugh is just struggling a little bit with his feet movement. There again, neither front nor back. He's playing from the crease and playing across. Did bounce a little bit on him as well. It's good bowling from Shoaib. It'll be interesting how he bowls to this left-hander. A different line is required, and Gilchrist has been very severe. The balls have been pitched a little short and wide.
That's an excellent opening from Shoaib Akhtar. No wicket for 51. He's got every reason to be pleased with that start, Shoaib Akhtar. Just having a word there with umpire Bada. Very well bowled. Challenging time for him. It's a terrific start from the Australians. Look at that, Gilchrist 32 from 24. So Mark Waugh is able, for once, to play a minor role, just a support role. And he'll be quite content to do that while Gilchrist is playing with this level of confidence. It really is, there's Mark Waugh, who tried so valiantly for the Australians in Dakar last week. And fact, the matches between India and Australia these days really come down to a shootout between Sachin Tendulkar and Mark Waugh. Sachin Tendulkar got to 141. Mark Waugh was halfway there when he lapsed for 74, and from that point that was the end of the Australians. There he is, one of the world's foremost players at both forms of the game. One of very few who can claim to be a master at both the long and short forms of the game. Draws an error. He's getting frustrated, Mark Waugh, particularly against Wasim Akram. Good bowling.
Yes, Wasim Akram pitching it a little up to Mark Waugh, a little wide as well. Shot was definitely on. And again, it just moved away from the batsman there.
This time he gets it nicely. We need to hurry. He may not have hurried quite enough. Salim Alahi in the deep, magnificent throw. It was always going to be tight.
Well, Mark Waugh not very sure whether he has made it or not. Waiting anxiously for the decision here. It was a fantastic piece of fielding from Salim Alahi. Good neat pick up, and that fired it in. See whether it hit it on the full stumps. Was struggling there, and yes, I think he's shot. That's excellent piece of fielding.
And he's gone. The shake of the head. That was always going to be tight. Salim Ali had to hit. Alahi had to hit, and he did it from the deep. And that is a telling moment for Pakistan. Mark Waugh, always such a threat, one of the world's foremost one-day players. He's gone. Magnificent work from the deep.
Yes, a direct hit, and he was shot there. Pakistan were looking for a breakthrough, and they finally got it through a run out. Mark Waugh gone for 11. It's 1 for 52.
It was in 1896 at the...
So that changes the mood of proceedings very quickly. Psychologically, a real lift for the Pakistanis.
Yes, this was nicely picked up, and beautiful throw, low and fast. It had to hit direct, and it did, and Mark Waugh was shot.
So there'll be a little bit of nervous energy here from Ricky Ponting. Very talented player, this young man. Well left. It's not going to be pressured. And it's 1 for 52. That's magnificent out cricket here from Salim Alahi. He had to hit. This is one of the great skills of the limited over game. Moin Khan, of course, made his judgment. He was in correct position, Moin Khan, always remaining behind. Always a temptation to lean across and take the ball in front of the stumps. He's using his experience there.